we are in Germany. First stop of our summer break. We are heading to the US in a few days, but for now we made a few days stop in Frankfurt. Neither of us had visited Frankfurt before, so why not, right? So this is just a snippet of the skincare that I'm bringing to get started. If you notice, most of these are not new items. They're items that I've been using already. I apologize if you hear water running, but my husband's taking a shower. And so most of these I expect to either finish by the end of the summer or finish throughout the summer, so they will need to be replaced. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with my cleansing balm. This is the e.l.f. Skin Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm with hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and peptides. Nothing new. I actually had this last summer in my minis packets that I bought for travel from the e.l.f. website, so I'm very familiar with this cleansing balm. I think it's a great affordable option, and I'm excited to have a full size of it. But I do think that it will last me through the end of the summer, so I'll probably have to replace it in the fall. However, you do know that if that set of 3 Pharmacy Green Clean ones is ever around again, I'm gonna buy it. But this is a great affordable option for cleansing balms. I just opened this a few days ago, so as you can see, like, there's part of it that is not disrupted, but I do use a lot of cleansing balm, especially to remove like waterproof eyeliner and that kind of thing. And I don't have like micellar water or biphasic makeup remover or anything like that, so I expect to be using maybe a little bit more than normal from this. But if I want to go like get a micellar water or anything, I can just go to a pharmacy or a convenience store and get a small bottle. Not a big deal. Next we have my Hada Labo Goku June hyaluronic acid toner. I'm sharing this with my husband at the moment. It's like the bottle is like has like a third of it. So yeah, both of us are going to be using this toner. We just didn't want to bring more than one. So I don't know how long it's gonna last with 2 people using it AM PM, but it's a great hydrating option. I really like to use hydrating products in the summer, especially since I move across time zones and the weather changes kind of a bit. It's nice to have a base of hydration. This is the AM PM moisturizing that I'm using at the moment, the e.l.f. Super Hydrate Moisturizer with Hydrating Squalene. See? Notice the theme here of lots of hydrating ingredients so I can keep my skin kind of stable throughout temperature changes and weather changes and the hot weather and all of that, and just being outside more. Also not a new product to me because this was also in one of the minis packets that I got last summer, so I've tried it at length. So not a new product for me, but I am going to be using it AM PM, and I'm also sharing with my husband this full size, so we'll see how long it lasts. One of my favorite things about this product, it's hard to see here, but it's the texture, because it's very gel-like and it jiggles a lot. And like right now you can see that it's like moved around a little bit, but when you close it and you leave it for a little bit, it will go back to looking like new, like nothing has happened. It's a really fun texture in my opinion. Eye cream. We are going with the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Sleeping Mask. I'm almost done with this. Check it out. I actually think I might finish this up before I get to the US. I think I have like 2, maybe 3 uses if I put on a really thin layer. Glow Recipe is fantastic. Everything they make works, and I would definitely repurchase this, but for now, you know, it's been a really nice, consistent eye contour to keep the area smooth and non-flaky. Highly recommended, but I do have backups of others back in the Middle East, so I might not repurchase this just right this second. Next, we have the Avocado Nourishing Hydration Mask from Kiehl's. I try to do a hydrating mask at least once a week, again, just for the sake of keeping my skin nice and hydrated and stable, and for it to not go crazy on me. I actually got this passed from my husband because for him, with his beard, it's just a lot harder to spread out. For me, it spreads out really easily with, you know, my face doesn't have hair because I dermaplane and I don't have a beard. So it's just easier for me to use, and I'm hoping I can finish it up by the end of the summer. Here's how much product we have left, maybe halfway through. It's really enjoyable. I really like it. It does feel exactly like having mashed avocado in your face. So these are the active ingredients that I'm going to be using for my nighttime skin routine. retinol, which I'm using regularly, and tranexamic acid treatment. Retinol, again, for anti-aging and all of that stuff. And tranexamic acid is for hyperpigmentation, so I alternate between these two. As you can see, I may have, I don't know, 2 weeks left in this retinol. The tranexamic acid bottle, it's impossible to know how much you have. You just have to pump and hope for the best. So we'll see how long through the summer I can make these last. For face sunscreen, I'm using the Suntouchable Woe Glow Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen from Elf Skin. Why do these companies make these names so long? Good Lord. I think I've seen somewhere that this is supposed to be a dupe for a Supergoop product. I'm not sure which. It works fine. I mean, I usually don't need a primer, so the whole makeup primer claim that this has, I think it's true. You don't really need a primer with it, but I do use a primer from time to time. I expect to finish this by the end of the summer because it's not a gigantic bottle and it's gonna be my face sunscreen whether I wear makeup or not. So,
your husband likes it.
Oh yes, my husband has made sure to let you know that I need to tell you that yes, he likes it. And like I've said before, he's picky with his sunscreen. So this is endorsed by a beardy guy that, you know, it works. Very beardy, very white. So
Skin cancer prone.
with a skin cancer prone family. So if all of those things matter to you, then this is a solid option. Hi. So I'm not in my usual setup by any stretch. We're in the US in our summer holiday, but I did want to show you the makeup that I'm bringing with me. Hopefully some of this won't come back with me, but here it is. So first off, fun holographic bag from Lethal Cosmetics. This is, at least last year, this is what their mystery bags come in. So I'm using it while it lasts. It's nice. It's pretty sturdy plastic. 2 primers. Hopefully I can finish both of these by the end of the summer, but I'm not sure that that's gonna happen, if I'm honest. First, because the e.l.f. sunscreen that I'm using at the moment is a primer, so there's really no need to put a primer in with that. But here are the 2 that I'm using right now. If I use foundation, then maybe I'll use more of that. I would very much like to finish both of these by the end of the summer, so the end of July, mid-August at most. We'll see how much use I get out of these. As you can see from the air that is like pushed out of there, I've used a fair amount. I'm almost done with them. I just don't know how close to done I am from the almost. I guess this also goes in the primer category, my trusty Hollywood Flawless filter. It's hard to tell how much I've used of it, but you can see some window. This is shade 4.5 medium. I use this with my tinted moisturizer, so I guess I do use a primer. We'll have to see how my concealer usage goes, because what's happening is that if I'm using concealer and powder, I'm using the e.l.f. on the left. And if I'm using tinted moisturizer, I'm using the Clinique on the right. They look much darker right now than what they actually are. But yeah, it depends on the complexion that I'm wearing on the day. I would like to at least finish the e.l.f. by the end of the summer. We'll see. Mascaras are just the 2 mascaras that I had open, the e.l.f. Big Mood and the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. The way that I've found that these work best is first a coat of the Big Mood and then like a comb of the push-up lashes. It actually gives a really nice wispy but thick lash. And then if I want like heavy dramatic lashes, then it's like 2 or 3 coats of the Big Mood. The push-up lashes does give you a dramatic lash, but it's very separated. So if you don't like clunky, then the push-up lashes is not for you. But that Charlotte Tilbury mascara is like on my top 3 of all-time favorite mascaras. It's a fantastic product. This is the only fragrance that I have at the moment. It's a travel size of Angel Share by Kilian. Love how complex this is. I'm gonna be buying like a lighter fragrance soon, probably with my birthday present order, since you have to purchase something to get your birthday present online at Sephora anyway. So I'm probably gonna get either a 7 Virtues perfume. I'm debating between Jasmine Neroli and Coconut Sun, and I might also get North Bondi from Way. But right now I have this one as like my special perfume for the trip. And yeah, I mean, it's really good. It's really, really good. If you've been around, you know that this is not as full as it looks. It just has like, really, it's under like the last lettering. It's really where it is. I might wear foundation a couple of days here and there. I would love to finish this by the end of the summer, but I brought it so I can try to finish it up. This is the brow combo that I brought to use Glossier Boy Brow and ABH Brow Wiz. Eyeliners, I brought 4, 1 black, 1 eggplant, 1 brown, and 1 dark green. The black and the brown are from Urban Decay, the eggplant is from Marc Jacobs, and the green is the old House Labs iteration. For powders, I just brought these two, both minis, Laura Mercia Translucent Setting Powder and my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder. Would be nice to either go like halfway in the powder and like hit pan on the compact. That would be nice. Liquid highlighters, brought these 3, so Mini Beauty Light 1 from Charlotte Tilbury in Spotlight, Mini Becca Ignite in Passion, and the Beauty Crop Glow Milk in Blind Date. That's like a pinkish one. Only 1 bronzer, at least cream bronzer. I decided to go with my NARS because, as you can see, it's a really sturdy component. It's a really sturdy tub, and you know that won't spill, it won't melt. As you can see, Laguna 03 is my shade. Of course, I had to be extra and bring a ton of blush. There are 5 creams and 1 powder here. From left to right, e.l.f. Putty Blush in Fiji, Tower 28 in Magic Hour. I'm super close to hitting pan on that one. Sephora Flush Blush in Coral Sunrise, Nude Sticks Nudies Matte in Picante, Becca Luminous Blush in Camellia, and Nude Sticks Matte Blush in Belle. Here are some stick products that I decided to bring from top to bottom. The Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in Golden Pink, Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Strapless, Revlon Color Stay Glaze Stick in Sapphire, I think, and the Thrive Cosmetics Highlighter in Stella. I've used all of them during the trip except for the Bobbi Brown. Things are in random places at the moment. I'm still missing like my lippy bag that I usually keep in my school bag. But these are 2 lip products that are in the makeup stuff that I put in my carry-on luggage. So the e.l.f. Jelly Pop in clear, I think it's just a clear gloss. It smells like watermelon. And my Zoeva Premier matte crayon lipstick in Extreme Costumes for a day when I want a cool tone red, then that's gonna be it. Okay, and here are the 3 eyeshadow palettes that I decided to bring with me. You're familiar with all of these. From top to bottom clockwise, Zoeva Mini Cocoa Blend. I think that there are 2 pans coming in that palette. Then the Alter Ego Artemis, which of course, because that's what I bought it for. I bought it for travel purposes. Usually what ends up happening is that I use 1 or 2 shadows from it when I use it when I'm traveling. And then Old Faithful, the Pure Be Your Selfie palette, still slaps. Let's keep using it. And then for a face palette, I brought the Tiger palette from Hourglass because, again, you get a lot of variety with this. You get blushes, you get bronzer, you get finishing powders, you get highlighters. It's a great product. And look at the packaging. Packaging, still impressive.